I just wanted to wrap up and get a couple of different things out of the way. I am going to be inserting this video right here where you can see I'm adding a couple of different things that I also wanted to sell. So Gundam. I cracked open a sealed case of Gundam. It's 12 booster boxes, dude, and like the way it's moving, not a lot of inventory on TCG Player at least, and I do believe that they're not going to do a reprint, fingers crossed, but hypothetically, those 3 get to 500, even if they just touch 500 for like a millisecond and someone buys them, that covers my entire purchase. I think I spent like 1,800, 1,900 on the absolute top side for those. So like 12 for 1,900 and I sell 3 for 1,500, golden. Hold on to them for, you know, infinity. Hold on to them ad nauseum. But yeah, man, you know, it's really trying to like not cut down on my position so much that like I now have no inventory, or like there are some people out there who will swear to you like they only want to hold the best booster boxes, like the best of breed, and you know, I'm only going to hold Destined Rivals and Evolving Skies, and I'm only going to hold Prismatic. I want to have a little bit of everything. I absolutely believe that you need to be exposed to any and every set. And that's also why I'm getting in on, whatchamacallit, One Piece, you know? Do I like One Piece? Do I care for One Piece? Rue, what do you think? He doesn't really care for One Piece, and neither do I. But, you know, it's one of those things where, like, you just have to have exposure to a little bit of everything. I wouldn't be devastated if everything crashed now, because, like, I don't care. For me, it's still a 5 to 10 year plan, right? But for anybody who is, I guess, riding the hype, like, you're strictly here for the money, right? What do? Do you stay in it and grind it out? Do you, you know, buy things at MSRP and sell them for $20 instead of, you know, 50 to double your money? Like, I don't know. He wants me to put down the window so bad. Like, he's like dying for it. Hold on, let me just give him a little bit of a reprieve. Look at that. I just don't want it to ruin the audio, man. Can you believe that this dog has been vlog content video making with me since 2017? It's either like December 2016 or early 2017. But like, man, it's crazy. It's my boy. That's my boy. You know, this Forerunner always has me thinking, man, because like it feels nice to drive a car that I just have this level of comfort in. It's gonna perform. I don't have to worry about it breaking down. It feels so analog, and I mean like just down, I don't know, down to the display, down to the fact that this is hydraulic steering. This is not electronic. If you turn the steering wheel, you can actually hear the motor go. There's a lot of really cool redeeming qualities that this thing has that, you know, even the Type R doesn't have. Type R drives amazingly. It handles awesome. But like, I don't know, if you ever think about like that down south charm, like that analog charm, you just can't replicate it. And I feel like this is kind of the last of a breed. Not to, you know, harp on like breed and Evolving Skies and Destined Rivals and blah, 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 blah. Dude, I could yap all day. My main thing about the Forerunner is like, I know that I can ride this car, this truck, this SUV for as long as I need to. Probably not going to lose any money on it, you know, and if I hold on to it for a full 5 years, I might even make money on it. You know, a lot of people will tell you to buy this or buy that, you know, show your status, you know, have something on your person that's going to reflect your level of wealth or, you know, the type of job that you have. But if you can move past that and you can instead think about like, hey, 30 years down the line, I'd like to be retired by now. You know, honestly, I'd like to be retired by 50. I'm turning 32 this year. So like, you know, there's so many different ways to cut it, but I think there's so many different ways to live what one would call a good life. For me, I think it's being able to enjoy time with family, time with Rue. And I do genuinely hope you all do the same. I hope that you all get the opportunity to explore your passions, you know, pursue the things that make life worth living, because, dude, it's not long. We don't have a long time on this earth, and that's not like to be a Debbie Downer, but it's to just motivate you, inspire you. Like, go seek more. Do not settle for what you're given. If you want something, like, you got to speak up for it. You got to take it, you know? Hello from Florence? Kind of crazy. I've never been out here. This is like a very small town. I've driven through a lot of Texas small towns, like just with all the times that I've moved or driven to pick up the Forerunner or whatever, right? But I have something really cool that I want to show you that I just picked up. Ignore the bag, because these are for donation. I just picked up this guy. Hopefully you can see it nice and clear. This is the Pokemon Trading Card Game Classic Collection. And inside of here, also, I'm hoping this is English. I didn't even check it over. I literally didn't even, I took the guy at face value. He seemed like a nice dude, but take a look at the sleeves. Take a look at like the actual playing mat. 3 deck boxes, 3 sets of card sleeves, and 3 different 60 card decks that have Venusaur, Charizard, and Blastoise. I'm geeked. Like, me personally, man, I had always wanted this, and I even placed an order for one. I placed an order for one years ago when they first dropped. And I was like, oh, dude, this looks sick. I really want one. I just want to have it. It's going to have the OGs in it. And it was $400. $400 on eBay plus tax. So like that kind of deterred me, I guess. And yeah, man, like I don't know, the prices just kind of made sense now. Like, they bottomed out, they're done, they're not going back down. The prices made sense, they bottomed out, they're not going back down. I'm also out here in the Type R, my baby. I love this car, man. I love the Forerunner, don't get me wrong. It's an amazing car, but this is like creme de la creme, my guy. Now I gotta make it all the way back home. Actually, I gotta go grocery shopping first and foremost. But after that, I will be headed home and I'll be done for the day. I'm gonna play a little bit of COD tonight. But I picked up the Classic Collection. I saw a Rudy video, and that absolutely prompted this. Rudy was talking about how he had mentioned it once or twice in the last year, and he did. He actually did. Like, I even remember hearing those videos, but I was like, dude, I'm not gonna be buying that. Like, I just can't. I'm not that interested. I like it a lot, but I don't think that I love how big they are as like an investment. And also, like, as an investment, cool, I buy it from Costco for $200, and then what am I gonna do, sell it for $250, $280? Lo and behold, dude, they're up to like $400 right now. 400 plus tax if you wanted that bad on TCG Player. I wanted this for me. I'm keeping this for me, but it is pretty cool to pick it up knowing that, like, I just paid $220, so I already got a steal. But yeah, sure, it has rips in the bottom, but like, it's literally for me, so ultimately it's a wash. Let this be a lesson to you. The guy was asking, I think, $280, and obviously, like, hey, dude, I was not paying $280, but the lesson of this video overall, right? And obviously the audio is bad. I'm driving. I don't have my DJI mic. This is really off the cuff. The whole lesson of this video: be mindful of the worst Pokemon sets. People will tell you it's bad. It's a bad investment. This is terrible. No one's gonna want it. Yeah? No one wants it? Great. Now it's double the price. All of a sudden, because no one wanted it. Shrouded Fable, I am looking at you, man. Eventually, Shrouded Fable will hit $1,000. I'll sell one of my cases of PCETBs, and then I'll start to sell through my booster bundles, but don't listen to people when they try to tell you that this is the worst set in the world. They know nothing. They have no idea. Sure, it's not as overhyped as Destined Rivals. It's not as overhyped as Ascended Heroes. But it's still a good set, man. Buy what you like. Collect what you want. Just have fun. It's a children's card game. What are we doing?